Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments. Toronto is increasingly feeling like a city celebrating BTS's arrival. With 2 sold-out concerts approaching at Rogers Stadium, the area around the venue is packed with ARMY eager to experience the atmosphere surrounding the preparations. Even from outside the stadium, fans can hear the BTS members rehearsing and practicing their choreography. For fans, simply hearing their voices from a distance has already become a memorable experience. The excitement has become even more special with the arrival of BTS Boulevard in Toronto. A sign reading BTS Boulevard has officially been installed on Yonge Street in the Koreatown North area as a welcome to BTS. Its presence is more than just decoration. It symbolizes how the city itself is creating a special atmosphere ahead of BTS's 2 major performances. Interestingly, the BTS Boulevard design uses a combination of red and black at the request of the BTS team, matching the visual identity of ARIRANG, the group's latest era and series of activities. Once the installation period ends, the signs are reportedly planned to be removed and given away for free through a raffle at a community event in North York. For ARMY, a symbol of the city's welcome could eventually become a special piece of memorabilia preserving memories of BTS's time in Toronto. Meanwhile, the energy around Rogers Stadium continues to rise. ARMY are enjoying the music, rehearsal sounds, and various activities from outside the venue. Although not everyone can see the preparations directly, they can still experience a small part of the excitement happening inside the stadium. From the streets to the concert area, Toronto seems to have transformed into a celebration of BTS. However, amid all this excitement, there is one thing that some ARMY may have noticed again, especially Jikook fans. Jimin and Jungkook have long been known for their unique chemistry and closeness, making their interactions consistently fascinating to fans. Yet when they are in front of cameras, especially in certain public content, their interactions sometimes appear more controlled. This naturally raises questions. Are they having problems? Did they have an argument? Or has their relationship changed? In my opinion, we should not immediately jump to such conclusions. There is simply not enough evidence to claim that Jimin and Jungkook are experiencing a personal conflict or intentionally distancing themselves from each other. What we see on camera does not necessarily represent the entirety of their relationship behind the scenes. Every interaction between Jimin and Jungkook easily becomes a topic of attention. A glance, a smile, a joke, a small touch, or even simply standing next to each other can be analyzed and turned into various theories. Because the attention surrounding them is so intense, it is possible that both of them are aware that even the smallest gesture can become a subject of discussion. If they appear more careful in front of cameras, that does not automatically mean something is wrong. We should remember that social media only shows a small portion of someone's life. Photos, vlogs, concert clips, or short videos are never the complete story. Jungkook appearing in content with Taehyung, J-Hope, Jin, RM, or other BTS members does not mean that his relationship with Jimin has become less close. Likewise, when Jimin and Jungkook are not seen together, that is not proof that they are not meeting, talking, or spending time together. The same applies when we watch BTS content from different occasions. In one video, Jimin and Jungkook's interactions may appear limited, creating the impression that they are distant. Yet in another moment, they may laugh together again, pay attention to each other, and interact naturally. One video is never enough to describe an entire relationship. The same caution should apply to romantic interpretations of their interactions. A video can be selected from a particular angle, edited down to just a few seconds, and accompanied by a narrative that makes an ordinary moment appear much more dramatic. That is why it is important to distinguish between what we can actually see and what is simply a fan interpretation. Theories can certainly be part of fandom discussions, but they should never be treated as facts. Perhaps Jimin and Jungkook have simply become more aware that their interactions receive enormous attention. Maybe they choose to protect their privacy, become more careful when cameras are on, or simply live their relationship naturally without worrying about how every gesture might be interpreted. All of these possibilities exist, but we do not know the real reason. Therefore, none of them should be presented as fact. There is a big difference between experiencing a conflict and choosing not to publicly display too much closeness. Someone protecting their privacy does not necessarily mean they are having problems with another person. In fact, the greater the public attention becomes, the more natural it is for someone to want to keep certain parts of their life private. So, we cannot say that Jimin and Jungkook are not together simply because we do not see them together. We also cannot conclude that Jungkook is distancing himself from Jimin just because he is seen more frequently with other members. What the public sees is only a small fragment of their lives. We can miss Jikook moments, feel happy whenever we see them interact, and appreciate the chemistry they have shown over the years. But supporting them also means respecting their boundaries. They do not have to constantly prove their closeness to anyone. Let's not treat every photo as evidence, and let's not treat every absence as a sign of separation. We should also avoid turning their friendships with other BTS members into a competition. Let every relationship develop naturally, and let's enjoy the moments they genuinely choose to share with us. Ultimately, there is no evidence showing that Jimin and Jungkook are fighting or that their relationship has ended. The absence of content featuring them together is also not proof that their closeness has disappeared. Perhaps what has changed is not their relationship, but how much of their private lives they choose to show the public. Amid Toronto's excitement in welcoming BTS, perhaps the most important message is simple. We do not have to see every moment to appreciate a meaningful connection. We can enjoy the sound of their rehearsals from outside the stadium, celebrate BTS Boulevard, and look forward to the concerts without needing to know everything happening behind the cameras. If Jimin and Jungkook have chosen to be more careful in front of cameras, perhaps the best thing fans can do is respect that choice. Continue supporting both of them, enjoy every moment they choose to share, and never force a relationship to constantly be visible. Because sometimes, the moments that matter most are the ones that are never captured by a camera. We can enjoy Jikook moments while still respecting their privacy and choices. Because not every meaningful connection has to be visible to remain meaningful. Thank you for watching Jikook Moments. Don't forget to support Jimin, Jungkook, and BTS positively. See you in the next video.